Hello everyone. Well, it's big game day today, so we're going to make one of my, actually some a food my mother would make when it was the time for the game, and it's called Calico Beans. It's a very simple recipe and has a lot of choice, a lot of variation. So let's go. Here's what we're going to use to make this as far as ingredients go. I have baked beans. That's the larger can of baked beans. Any baked beans you like, pork and beans, baked beans, whatever. Then you have usually three kinds of beans that you would add. In this case, I'm going to add butter beans. I'm going to add kidney beans, and I'm going to add pinto beans. Pinto beans can be the one with the sauce on it or not. I've drained everything except the baked beans, and they're ready to go. But if you want to use lima beans or other kinds of beans, knock yourself out. This is a simple recipe. As far as the proteins, we have some ground beef. I have some bacon that we're gonna cook up, and we're gonna utilize our crock pot. So this is, again, do a couple of little bits of cooking, put it in the crock pot, and let it sit for several hours, and you're good. So along with our proteins, we have some brown sugar, because it's going to be one of those kind of barbecue-y sauces. Some ketchup, and that's about a half cup ketchup, half cup brown sugar. That's half a large onion. If you have a small onion, just use the whole thing. This is some red wine vinegar. I'm sorry, some cider vinegar. We'll use some salt and pepper, and my little secret ingredient to make it the way I like it is some liquid smoke. This is applewood liquid smoke. You can use whatever, and we'll use very little of that, like maybe a capful when it comes time. But when we start the assembly, we'll get to it. So Calico beans for the big game. Let's start cooking. Okay guys, so we're at the stove here. We have our saute pan. We're going to start with our bacon. So this is about 4 rashers of bacon, chopped up. I don't think I told you that. So that's chopped up bacon. I'm going to start with that. Sorry, my arm. On kind of medium-high heat. And we're going to render this quite a bit. You're not going to need any extra fat in this pan because the bacon's going to do the job. Once we get the bacon started, we'll go ahead and we'll add the ground beef, and we'll add the onions, and just make sure everything's nice and brown and the bacon is rendered. This is going to take probably 10 or 12 minutes, so we'll come back when this is all done. Okay, we moved on here. I got everything on board, and it's browning nicely. This is really the only bit of cooking that this requires. The rest is going to be done by our crock pot. You certainly could use an Instant Pot type thing if you wanted to. But I have a crock pot and I like that. And since we have this as for a potluck, it's just a little easier to manage. You can make this the day before and then just heat it up again in the crock pot when you're ready to go. So super simple. Alright, so I'm going to call that good. Our bacon is well rendered, our onions are soft, and our ground beef is brown. Now, you want to take a look and see how much fat you have in here. And really, I don't have a whole lot. You could drain that off if you wanted to. I don't think I'm going to. The nice bacon fat, frankly, we all know that adds a lot of flavor. So we'll go ahead and just leave that the way it is, and we'll start our assembly process. So we'll move over, get our crock pot out, and we'll get going. Alright, so we have everything ready to go here. Now it's just simple. It's assembly. So let's start. I have my crock pot we're going to use, and we'll turn that up to, I don't know, high-ish. Let's start by putting our meat mixture in there. Oops. Scoop that that in there. That's the bacon, ground beef, and an onion. And everything else that came with it. We'll just start by putting that in the bottom. Then we'll take our our baked beans. In you go. As you can see, this is not brain surgery. How about the rest of our beans? Oops. In you go. Uh-oh, kidney beans. Butter beans. Ketchup. Remember, this is about a half cup of ketchup. Whatever kind you like. Brown sugar. Adds a little bit more sweetness to it. Apple cider vinegar. That was about 2 or 3 tablespoons, whatever you like. I'm going to hold off on the salt until we cook this a little bit. I'm going to add just about a cap full. That's my official measurement of liquid smoke. That'll give it a nice barbecue-y flavor. I'm going to stir this all together, and that is literally it. This will need to go, depending on how quick you need it. If you need it faster, on high for about 4 hours. You can put this on low for maybe 8 hours. All you're doing is letting everything kind of combine, the flavors meld together, and this is a really easy dish you can bring to like a potluck, or serve it as a side if you're having hamburgers, hot dogs, other things. It's Calico Beans. Whole thing, maybe cook time about 12 minutes, assembly time maybe 5 minutes. So you can have this sitting ready to go, and you can be smelling it because it smells really good for the rest. Okay guys, it's been about 4 hours or so, and we're getting ready to head over. Let me try this out just to make sure we don't have anything to add. Let me put a couple scoops in here. You can easily double this recipe if you want more. I mean, we only have about 6 people coming over, so I didn't make a huge amount, but you can double this if you want. It can freeze really easy. Like I said, you can make it the day before, stick it in the refrigerator, and just heat it up on with your crock pot slow cooker again when you need it. So let's give it a try, see if we're missing anything. So lots of beans, onions, bacon, hot. Yeah, that's really kind of umami flavor. Very meaty, very satisfying. This is a really simple, great side to make for groups. So this is, again, Calico Beans. I'm Pat from Calm Sea Cooks. We're getting ready for the big game. Please remember to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and click the notification so you're ready for when I make some more stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Yeah, good.